Well, I have to say I'm getting pretty desperate in the middle of Los Angeles to find places of universal forest beauty to share with you. But I'll keep looking. Today I'm going to go do the second stanza of the Song of the Sannyasin by Swami Vivekananda. And I was reading the Avadutta Gita this morning, some things that I want to share later on in the week that are just amazing, and this actually reminds me of some of them, so we might talk about them. Swamiji says, "Strike off thy fetters, bonds that bind thee down, of shining gold or darker, baser ore, love, hate, good, bad, and all the dual throng. Know, a slave is a slave, caressed or whipped, not free. For fetters, though of gold, are not less strong to bind. Then off with them, Sannyasin bold, say Om Tat Sat Om." This is that very interesting idea that Vedanta introduces to us, where we have that notion that it's desire in any form that binds us down. That desire causes suffering, even if it's desire for good things, because the lack of good things then can cause you suffering, can cause you sadness, or cause you longing. And so to find that note of the song deep within that he's singing, that he's telling us about, it's not a joy, it's what they call a bliss, which is just an inner peace of contentment that belongs to you natively as a human being, as a divine soul, and not to chase any of the dual throng. Anything that has an opposite has no value to you. We've talked about how the fact you cannot touch anything in this world, that you live as a spirit within a material form, and that the body eats, the body feels, the body receives all of these things, but that you are not that body, and so you are always independent of those things. And when you come to know that, when you come to know why you never can have enough of a chocolate cake, or enough of time with a great lover, or enough vacation, and how everything wears out in time, even if you do get enough, if you get your favorite cookie and you eat it again and again and again, then in itself that becomes a drudgery. You grow tired of it and want something new. And that's the nature of the senses. And he's saying, throw it off, let go. Forget the idea of adding anything to yourself, or of taking anything out of yourself. Know this inner self to be pure, to be free, to be perfect. Through faith, sit and rest in it. It's not something you can find, because it is not an object to be observed. It's the observer itself, that in you which is watching and looking. And to think that you want or need something that you're looking at is part of the game. It's unreal. The Avadutta Gita says that it's like a mirage, that you're constantly chasing for that satisfaction, and that mirage is constantly changing, constantly just equally as far away, until it disappears completely. So to let go when you find yourself desiring, that's when we practice that discrimination, that discernment, to remember, what was it before? And if it was so great and so fulfilling, why is it that you are bereft of it now and need it again, need another dose? If it was able to give you what you needed, you would have been satisfied, but it never does. So face that truth, but not with despair, with a great joy, because when you're able to let go, and when you're able to sit silently within yourself, you'll discover a bliss that was so constant, that was so free and so pure, that it became a white noise to you. It has become something you forgot to listen to. So throw off that dual throng. Be free, not a slave.